Hello, and welcome back to Hagen's New Jersey PIP Tips, where we bring you monthly segments on New Jersey auto insurance personal injury protection, otherwise known as PIP. It's been about 4 months since the last video. This is finally got my hair cut, a shave, and first time in a suit in over 4 months. So it's good to be back. These are crazy times we're living in. In my 50 years, I don't remember anything like this. Hopefully you're staying safe. The only thing I can recommend is to be safe, to be kind, to be nice, considerate of others, and continue to be productive. Now today we're going to be talking about what's been going on in the PIP arbitration world in the last 4 to 5 months. Also, we'll talk about our summer thank you gift, and then finally we'll be addressing our provider of the month, which was last selected, Chiromed 21, and then we'll pick our new winner for this month. So I'm glad and excited to be back, and I can't wait to hopefully get together and see you in person. So let's get to it. So some of you may be wondering what's been going on in the PIP arbitration world in New Jersey. Well, fortunately, we really haven't skipped a beat. My office quickly, before the governor announced, went to a virtual office where we were working remotely from home. Fortunately, a lot of what we do is electronically performed. Most of our documents are stored electronically. If they're not, we then scan them and store them electronically. So a lot of what we can do can be done for our office. We've been answering our phones remotely. Now, at this law office, we are back in a limited capacity in terms of persons in office. So I brought back, although myself, I've been here through the whole time, trying to man the computers, the phones, the mail, etc., and keeping the staff working from home. We have now gone to a schedule where at least one staff member's in each day, and I'm rotating between the staff members so that somebody's physically in the office along with everybody else working remotely still. In terms of the arbitration system, Forthright has continued administering the arbitrations. We've been appearing telephonically. There's rumors that they're going to roll out a trial of video conferencing, but so far to date, we've been doing them through telephone conferences. We obviously submit our document submissions prior to the hearing, which are available to the parties, which are available to the arbitrator. It's in a digital electronic format. It's posted on their portal. We then call in and make our arguments similar as if we were there in person. I think it's been effective. The good news also is because no one has had much to do anything else, that a lot of hearings aren't getting adjourned lately. So I've been pretty busy with arbitrations each and every week and each and every day. So we've been getting a lot of arbitrations heard, and also we're getting a little bit timelier in terms of the awards, getting them back, partly probably because the arbitrators have a little bit more time in that they're not traveling and they don't have other commitments since we've kind of been locked down in this state. The arbitration system has become, unfortunately, I would say, where the respondents, the insurance carriers, often take the approach of let's raise every and all possible defenses, even if they're not supported by facts or evidence. They throw a lot of garbage at the arbitrator with the hopes they can win on one or more. So with that said, you got to make sure that your practice procedures, your operating procedures, your documentation is thorough and precise. Making sure that things are correctly filled out, correctly sent, registered, making sure the correct phone numbers. It's a lot of burden on you. And they're looking often for these little technicalities to say, well, it was sent to the wrong fax number, or it was sent a day late. I've been seeing all kinds of crazy defenses of late, particularly trying to dispute the assignment of benefits, whether there's enough details in it to show that it belongs to that person, to that claim. It's what we're dealing with now. So what I recommend is to make sure you review your office procedures and documentation. Make sure it's clear and thorough. Assume it's going to be read by a layperson, which is an attorney or an adjuster, or the arbitrator who's an attorney also. And it's got to be clear. What used to be the standard of, you would list a subject of complaints, object of finding, assessment, and come up with a treatment plan. Sometimes they're arguing, well, it's not fully explained why this treatment option was used. Why did they have to use a extra spinal adjustment in this case, or why was this medication prescribed compared to another medication? What used to be standard, and I think is still standard in the health insurance industry, is the subject complaints, object of findings, and the treatment plan justifies the treatment. Now often they try to make an argument, and some arbitrators are looking for more details as to why it's medically necessary and reasonable and causally related to the accident. So it's just a forewarning. Many of you do a good job, but you never know what they're going to argue. So you got to make it readable, legible, so that the average person would be able to pick it up and say, yeah, I see this is what the proper treatment plan is, that it's medically necessary and reasonable. Again, it's can't guarantee perfection, either what you do or what I do. You just don't know what they're going to argue or what somebody might decide when they're looking at it after the fact. But do try. Try to be thorough, try to be efficient, and try to be accurate. With that said, we're still taking arbitrations. Some of you have been sending lots of arbitrations because you weren't seeing the patients, so it was a good time to review old files. Just make sure that you get through these files, that you have something outstanding, and that the statute of limitations is still open. If there was no payment for the last 2 years, then there's a good chance your statute of limitations, and when I say payment from the PIP carrier, that the statute of limitations would be expired and you wouldn't be able to go after the claim. There are some exceptions because it's twofold. Sometimes it's 2 years from their first uncompensated loss. But generally, when there is payment, it's based on the 2 years from the last date of any PIP payment, not just to you, but to any provider. So again, keep going through those files. I know you're gearing up now. Most of you are back to at least half part-time, and many of you are to full-time, and because these patients have not been treating for the last 3-4 months, they're in desperate need of your services. So treat them well, get them better, and of course send the PIP arbitrations whenever you get a check. So for those who are part of the Hagen Professional Information Program, as you know, I do seasonal thank you gifts. In the past I've done beach towels, I've done water bottles, magazines, pies, a whole host. So this summer thank you is going to be a insulated lunch bag. It holds big enough to hold full lunch with a drink in it. Keeps it cool. There's also a side pocket, and there's a zipper up top, so it'll keep your food and drinks cold for when you go to the beach, on the boat, at the pool, or even going into the office. So they will be going out this week. If you're part of the program and didn't get one, please contact me. I'll be sending letters also. So if you don't get one, let me know and we'll be sure to get it out to you. So thank you and enjoy, and I appreciate your services and commitment to us. So next I want to talk about the provider of the month that was selected the last time we did this video in March, and it was Chiromed 21 in South Jersey. Dr. G runs the place, chiropractor, family practice, does both health insurance, personal injury, auto claims, PIP, and he also does CDL physicals. They're located at 880 Mantua Pike in Woodbury Heights, New Jersey. They can be reached at 856-718-9922. They're located within the Giant Fitness. So their office is located within the fitness center also. He is seeing patients currently. He's got very flexible office hours, great bedside manner, and from what I hear from his patients, tremendous chiropractor. Thank you, Dr. G, for corresponding with us and relying on us to use for your arbitrations. And I would recommend you to anyone in the area. And now, as based on this program, as you know, if you send me any correspondences, phone calls, letters, emails, you have a question, you need something answered, you're providing me feedback, you're sending me arbitrations to be filed, anytime we get correspondence or communications with you, we enter you in the drawing. Each month I select a winner, and that is the feature provider. If you don't win this month, there's always next month, so keep those correspondences and arbitrations coming. I wish you the best of luck, and as always, it's my pleasure doing this. So let's see who the winner is for this month. And the winner is Levinson Axelrod. Congratulations, Levinson Axelrod. I'll feature you next month in the video. Just for everybody, it's a personal injury attorney in New Jersey, and you'll get more details next month. Congratulations. Well, again, I hope you, your family, and your staff have been staying safe and healthy during these most crazy of times. We are always here for you, and just remember, we're never too busy for your kind PIP and personal injury referrals. We look forward to getting together again in the near future. Thank you, and God bless.